When a humble bard graced to ride along with Geralt of Rivia, along came this song. From when the white wolf fought a silver-tongued devil, his army of hells, his hooves did they revel. They came after me with masterful deceit, broke down my loot and they kicked in my teeth. Wow, that those horns went so tender me, and so cried a witcher, he can be bleed. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty. At the edge of the world, fight the mighty horde that matches and breaks you and bring to the mold. He thrusts every elf far back on the shelf, high up on the mountain from whence he came. Yeah! He wiped out your past, got it in his chest. He's a friend of humanity, so give him the rest. That's my epic tale. A champion prevailed, defeated the villain, now for him some hell. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, ah. Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity. Wow! Toss a coin to your witcher, valley of plenty, valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity.
Hey, my friends, it's great to see you today. For those of you who don't know, I'm very passionate about the Witcher franchise.
Of Doom.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are going to be starting on Towers of Doom this here night. This precipice of nights. I don't know what that means. How do you have a precipice of nights? A knight that's about to fall into a crevice? You know what? Sometimes I just like to use big and powerful and impressive words, and then I actually think about what I said, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But regardless, we do have some map bands to talk about. Braincellmates do go ahead and get rid of Praxis and Dragonshire, because they absolutely hate fun and they're afraid of their opponent's offlane. Meanwhile, we have Gambit Gaming getting rid of Battlefield of Eternity as well as Cursed Hollow. I'm a bit bigger than I want to be. Just a little bit. Bum, bum, bum. Also, I kind of hate my hair right now. 1 second. Stop. I'm reversed, so I'm very much like, what are you doing, Captain Hair? Okay, that bothered. Yeah, fuck. Stupid thing. I'm very self-conscious about it. Ah! I'll fix it in game. Regardless, we do go ahead and have Blaze and Johanna being taken care of. Towers of Doom. Yep. Okay, that's a little bit better. Hair, behave. You have one job. This is the problem when I did it several hours ago and I haven't looked at it since. Then I'm like, ah! But we do go to have Blaze being banned out, as well as Vala, Orphea, and Johanna. No healers, but we yet still have the fun police, Anduin Rin, being banned out first and foremost. Anduin. He is Anduin today. So, for those of you that don't know, Anduin, I call him the fun police because he has the ability to yank an ally out of danger. So you set up this beautiful combo, you have all of these like synergistic abilities, and Anduin is just like, nope.
This realm needs me.
It's very rude, and it kind of puts you in a situation where you either have to have several different engages that you can use in order to exhaust that, or you have to engage on Anduin himself, because Anduin can't yank himself. I mean, at least not during the game. What he does in his tent is none of my business. We do go to have the Leoric, as well as Li Ming. Leoric is one of the best double suckers in the game. Dahaka, another one. So we should basically see Leoric and Dahaka ignoring each other the entire time and just going back and forth between the two top lanes. Meanwhile, we do have a Nubrak. A Nubrak is the most engaged-tastic tank, but he does not have a lot of health. So what we'll probably see is a Nubrak goes in, does a whole bunch of stuns, tries to let his damagers go ahead and just like offload damage onto his kill target. And if he's in there for too long, Anduin just says, get back here. That does allow him, to be a little bit more, because usually you don't want to use the burrow charge as an engage necessarily, because it puts it's like removes your escape. I mean, I'm sure there are certain things. Gosper coming in here, rooting for a Chelsea. Has Chelsea... Yeah, Chelsea is the heckin' Dahaka. I will try and keep an eye on Dahaka. Unfortunately, no promises, because I'm sorry, on Towers of Doom, the offlaners are really, really boring. I say that as an offlaner because they don't really interact much. They just go between the two lanes and get soak. But if Dahaka does something interesting, I will try and keep an eye on it. That is my promise. We do have the undead bands coming out in the second band phase, as Sylvanas, the Banshee Queen, and Stitches, the big ol' puddle of cuddles, go in and get moved. Stitches is basically the free hugs character, because his ability is he just like hugs someone so hard that they get stuck inside him, and then he's like, I've got someone inside me, and he just wanders around with them for a second. Eventually they do find their way back out, but unfortunately we don't get to see that because he did get banned out. Stukov, the undead healer, does come through, surviving the undead ban phase. And then we do have Varian. Ooh, Varian going up against his son, Anduin. I've always said Varian's taunt should be extra impactful against Anduin. Varian just be like, go to your room, and Anduin's like, aww. We do have Kael Voss. A lot of blonde characters. Actually, I just have only 2 blonde characters. But Kael Voss coming out, the Fire Mage. And then Genji, the Cyborg Ninja. I personally always think of Genji as Grey Wolf, but you know what? That's just me. I'm unstoppable today.
Gilneas will rise again.
And here's Hellboy. Hellboy shows up. I'm still amazed they got away with that skin. Like, that's very surprising. What is it, Cat? Do you want to say hi to chat? Is that what you want? Hi, chat. Oh, you're a chat. Are you happy? But I will get into the game. I will get predictions up if I can. See you in just a second as we go to game number 1 between Braincellmates and Gambit Gaming here on Towers of Doom. Move, cat. Wrong screen. There we have the Genji coming out. Thank you very much, Sanea. I appreciate you. Oh, and we've got the ugly rocket is blind cursor. You guys don't want to see the guides in that big purple thing. You guys don't want to see Rocket's big purple thing. What is wrong with me tonight? I don't know. We'll find out. We do have Protoss Rule coming out here and playing on Greymane. The Duke is going to be playing the Varian. We do have Jaeger coming out on Li Ming. Amon is going to be on the Stookie Dookie. And then we do go and have Akari. Yes, Akari. This might be why I cast the game. You know what? For those of you that know, Akari is on Leo Rick. On the other side of the battlefield, representing Gambit Gaming, we do have Northern Touch coming out here on the Anubarak. We are going to go ahead and get Krizo playing the Anduin. We do get the Gibbs, McGiblets, coming out here and playing Kael'thas, the Firestarter. We do go and have Genji. Nope, that is still Stukov. Anduin, whatever. Chelsea is going to be playing the Dehek and Dahaka. And Pearl Simon is going to be on Genji. Ooh, the Oni Genji. Lots of damage coming down. And we actually do go... What the heck is that? Someone took a weird talent I have not seen before. Or there's a new visual effect. So I have not seen that effect before. Is that a bug? I don't feel like that should still be going on. What the heck is that? So we do go and have a nice rotation. We do go ahead and get Braincellmates moving in. Now Northern Touch is in the bush and is scouting this out. Looks like they're thinking about going in. Krizo is in the area. Here comes Dehek and Dahaka. Dahaka did come down, but the Firestarter's a little bit behind. Here comes Kael'thas. Guys, don't start without me! And it looks like they started without him. They actually end up losing the camp, unfortunately, and do move down to bottom lane to go and pick up this experience. We're going to go in and get the Fire Blast coming through. Now, the thing is, this camp does give some experience, but its big risk is that these guys are sharply explosive, so if they got close to this wall, they would just rush forward and do a lot of damage to it, but not happening just yet. But now we have to find out, will Braincellmates try and do an invasion? Roughly even experience, a little bit of experience edge on the side of Braincellmates, because obviously Dahaka came down to help with this invade and nothing happened, but that did mean Dahaka was not getting soaked in the two lanes. Sanaya, you spoiled me, and you should not. But I do appreciate you. Sanaya, thank you for having your bits on my stream. I have to say it, even though it's your thing. We do go ahead and have Leoric in the middle. Akari going ahead and getting this cleared out. That is still going on. That must be a visual bug of some sort.
Be ready. You must capture them.
Dahaka wanted to get a big old lick on some skeleton boy. Oh, and I'm in the wrong place. We do go down. Yeah, Pearl Sun. We didn't try to get the Duke. Went very, very deep. And on cue, Genji needed healing. He's a bit of damage onto Akari. That almost looks like a chastise from Anduin that just never cleared out. I think that's actually what I'm seeing right now. And there is a big old engagement happening right now. Everyone is moving south. Krizo is in the area. Here comes everyone else trying to go ahead and move in here. This is a 5-on-5 fight. Chelsea does not get anyone with that tongue. You know what I wonder if what happened? I wonder if Akari was spooky walking? Sarah? When I send you stuff before the cast starts, you're supposed to respond before the cast starts.
Let the assault begin.
None of you saw anything.
The light shall bring victory.
Alright, we do go and have Gibbs coming down here. Now, this is a successful steal, and they've already done a decent bit of damage, but ironically, because they've done damage, it's harder for these guys to actually get within range of that tower. On this side, they would have been much more effective if they would have to get in range of that tower. But that tower's kind of already dead. Both sides are level 7 at the moment. Oh, and I hadn't noticed the Pearl came up here in order to be mean to Akari. There is the spooky walk. Dark Daisy in chat. Hello, hello, my friend. There is a 30-second delay, FYI. Login, big old talk comes out, and there is Trusted Susie Anduin. Goes in and gets Chelsea out of danger. We do go to have a lot of damage coming through. There is Varian. Varian does get caught on the wrong side. Pearl coming through there does go ahead and get protected, by the way. And here comes some more pumpkin guys. They should get in range of this. Ha-ha! One is still left in order to go into the actual building. Sweetheart, Daisy's being nice to Sanaya. I'm sorry, I should not pay this much attention to chat, but you know what? My stream, my rules. I just already know I would criticize myself for that if I was reviewing this game. Lot of once again, there was the we didn't have Anduin to pull them out of there. That's the problem with Anubarak. Anubarak does not have enough defenses, so if he gets engaged upon like that, he just kind of gets squished like a bug. There are 4 shots coming out of the blue side.
I am lord of this realm, and it will not be stolen from me.
Anduin hit a Chastise on Akari. I actually think what happened is Chastise hit while Akari was unstoppable, and so it didn't really take effect, but the visual indicator was still there. I wonder if they say that. Yeah, but that's not as special because everyone should be nice to Daisy because Daisy's amazing. Kael'thas tried to go with the big fireball. And now that I've said that, Satan's gonna be watching the rest of the game being like, I want to see the big fireball. Alright, we do go to have Disintegrate Beam coming out here, doing a level D6 damage. We need to have a D&D version of Heroes the Storm. Clearly. It does look Protoss Rule and the rest of Braincellmates would go in and pick up this camp. However, big engagement onto the Spooky Man. And yes, good. I mean, I don't want him to die, but the fact that he got killed means that that stupid effect is finally off. However, Li Ming is mad about it. Li Ming is like, you killed my friend? There is protected, by the way. There is a throw on Protoss, but Genji does run out of protect and will go and get taken out. That is 3 for nothing in favor of Braincellmates, who were kind of like on the losing side of a lot of these engagements up until now. It was 2 kills to 4 up until that engagement. Now it's 5 kills to 4.
Your powers would be grave, like all the others. The altar is ours. Fire upon the Gravekeeper.
Here come another 4 shots. Gravekeeper goes boom. And we are down to 24 core health on the Gravekeeper side. The Raven Lord is up to 32 core health. Let me just see. I had a message on Discord and I was actually talking to someone about this earlier. I had to check to make sure it wasn't urgent. Thankfully it wasn't. Alright, more damage coming through. That is the thing, Leoric is usually kind of hard to take down, but they've got enough of a nice little chain combo going on. They are managing to take it out, and it is now 5 kills to 5. 5 all, as they say in the biz, although the Duke is in the bushes. Alright, a bit of a split damage going on. We've got a lot of low health bars on the orange team, but the first kill is actually blue. And here's Pearl looking in here, trying to go ahead and take care of this Varian. There is a light bomb. Light bomb causes Varian to not be able to move. Varian, or Anduin, your light bomb killed your father. Except that, you know, Duke didn't actually die, so you know what? Shut up. And then it's going to be a 1-for-1 at the end of things. If you notice, the Anubarak actually scouted this with their spines, but did not even consider the fact that the enemy team would be in that bush.
Take the altars and put an end to the Gravekeeper.
The Raven Lord will not keep me.
Alright, there comes this turn in from the lower one. We are down 28 to 24. If the red team can get this one, we would be at dead even in terms of core health.
And for what?
Oh, no problem, Daisy. I'm glad to see you again. Sorry that you came in for a cast rather than a normal stream where I can't talk to you as readily. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. Okay, wait, what? How did that tongue miss? I have questions. There's the extract coming from Genji. Lots of damage going on to Amon. Amon does go ahead, is in the middle of the suns, but we love Stukov go down. We do have Pearl Simmons going ahead, a ninja flip over the gate, trying to go ahead and get this taken care of. This does give an advantage to our orange team. However, we do go ahead and have these guys moving in on the bottom tower. Whee! Meanwhile, a big engagement over here. I'm so glad no one died while I was watching the pumpkin sappers. Chelsea going to get this turn in, and there are 4 more shots going in the direction of the Raven Lord. Hello, Koala. I'm glad to see you. Man, 24 months? What? You've been putting up with my stuff for 2 years? How dare? Why? What? Huh? I appreciate you. Oh, damn it. I heard it, but I didn't see it. It got canceled.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core that leads to the battleground center.
So this is a disadvantaged position for our orange team. Orange team is fallen back.
I knew I could do that. I've opened my tunnel as well.
Tunnels are up. These guys are unsealed, and people can now take these tunnels, and they both come out right there. Which begs the question, why can't you, like, take this tunnel and come out there? They're obviously connected. Alright, last damage coming through. That's going to be an absolute slaughter on Anduin. That's the thing. Whenever I've talked about this before. It's so interesting because whenever I cast the like lower divisions, like C and below, I see a lot of abilities, a lot of very good players, but the coordination isn't always there. The things don't sync up, like the stun chains aren't as well executed. And then I get up to like B and A, and I start seeing like really, really good stun chains, just absolute executions happening. And then I get up to like Nexus and Heroic Division, and I start seeing like it almost looks like a D game again, because the teams are so good at countering each other's stuff that the stun chains don't get kills anymore. Okay, Akari takes a bunch of damage, trying to go ahead and move to safety. Must have actually taken the, yep, did take Ominous Wrath, which does go ahead and increases the duration of the Spooky Walk by 100%, and then also enemy heroes have their damage reduced by 50%. That does let them go ahead and get out of danger. Lots of damage coming through. There's the X-Strike. We do go ahead and get the Protected, by the way, from the Duke, but Duke can't protect this. We do have... There it was. We finally saw the big fireball. I heard it coming. Alright, they are 15 seconds from Greymane. Trying to get this taken care of. We are 21 core health to 19. And will Akari are they going to give this to Akari? I'm really surprised by that. Here are 5 more shots going into the Gravekeeper's core, knocking us down to 14. For those of you that do not know, every tower you control on this map is a shot. So what just happened there is that we were at 19, but because the blue team captured this tower, when they got the turn in, they got 5 shots, 4 for the 4 towers, and then 1 for the core. By default, both teams have access to 4 shots per objective. to go and have these sappers going through. If these sappers can actually make it over that line, they will count as additional core shots. But of course, the orange team definitely does not want that to happen. Both teams flirting with level 20, but they'll be a little bit before they get that. And there goes our last sapper. None of them going to make it over that line. Now it does look like, are we looking for another gank on Leo? At the very least,
Rise.
not going to quite pick that up. Meanwhile, it does look like there's an engagement happening down here, but nothing actually coming from it. Only one altar. Altar is in the bottom, and right now blue is in a better position to take it. That will get them down to 9 core health on the orange core if blue picks it up.
The time is now, heroes. Claim your
That's a little weird. I don't know what Jaeger was waiting for. But we do go and have the boss being taken. The Headless Horseman is being taken down by the side of Gambit Gaming. So that's trading 4 or 5 core shots for 4. Because here comes the 4 shots coming across into the Raven Lord's core. Unfortunately, we do have some sappers go through. So they were at 9. All 3 sappers made it. So they're now down to 6 core health. That is a problem. Northern Touch does not want to go down here. There was a big silencing and tune coming down. Genji comes out of it just in time. Gets pushed to actually safety, to be honest. And we do have a kill on Devarian. That's actually a great opportunity for Gambit Gaming. Gambit Gaming wants to come back into this because they can go ahead and start moving into the middle here. They go ahead and catch themselves a Leoric. And they start taking back these towers. And putting their opponents under respawn roulette. Jaeger does avoid the flame strike, but does not avoid the follow-up damage. So this is really smart. If you ever have the option to do this, make sure to do it on this map, because when you come here and you take this, this falls and all future waves get stopped at this, which means that your waves just naturally take this tower by themselves. You don't actually have to go help at all.
Red team destroyed a fort.
And she will help out a little bit though. These guys should go and just take this. They'd really like to get in here and actually take it before, but not one of the sappers does get used to take it out. Now we have the reversal. The orange team having 5 altars, and their opponents only having 3, or 5 shots, I guess I should say. Varian goes ahead and gets caught by that cocoon. We'll see a good weaving of abilities right as this comes out. We do go ahead and have nice job by the Stukov. Stukov goes ahead and silences any attempt at a movement. There is the X-Strike coming down on top of Amon. And there's another big fireball. I'm a simple Raka. I see goodness gracious great balls of fire and I get excited. This is dangerous. Okay, they're just going out just barely at all. They're trying to go in and get some aggression done. The sappers are coming into the bottom and they will get cleaned up, but because of that, we do have their opponents going ahead and just moving the map, trying to take continuously pressure. Let's see, we don't want to fight you at bottom. We just want to keep taking stuff back. That way you have to keep moving while also defending yourselves against the oncoming aggression. Chelsea taking that top camp.
Cells heroes. The altars rise.
So this is potentially okay, it's not quite game ending. Actually, yeah, this is right now at 6 shots. So if both of these altars get taken and no towers get taken back, then this will end the game in favor of Gambit Gaming.
The time is now.
Dahaka goes ahead and gets the channel unopposed, but there's definitely opposition happening on the side of the map. There are 6 shots coming through that will knock them down to 5 core health versus 6. Big 3-person silencing entomb. Blue needed to be here for that, but they were unfortunately not. There's a big explosion, catches people, not letting them through at all. Lots of damage going through. We do have Grayman going down. Northern Touch super low. There is a Dahaka running away from the battle. X-Strike comes down. Nice shove. Pearl Slime into a lot of danger and will get cleaned up by the base defenses. There is a lot of damage coming through. A tongue comes down. Bye-bye, Leo. GG is called as Crizzo gets the channel. And in a nice comeback, Gambit Gaming wins game number 1 here on Towers of Doom. My camp is so much bigger than I remember. But we do go and have, in terms of damage, Kale Voss, the fire starter, does go ahead and do a 77,000 damage of course the game. We do have Genji coming out with 65,000, and we are going to have 52,000 coming off of Greymane on Protoss Rule. In terms of healing, we do have the majority of the healing coming out of Amon, but again, when the top 2 damage dealers are on the orange team, the fact that blue has more to heal, not super surprising. We do have 81,000, 60,000 coming outside of the Anduin. And then we are going to go ahead and have, in terms of the side soak, Dahaka does outsoak the Leo, which is a bit surprising actually. I thought the Leo would be ahead of the Dahaka. The Dahaka is a faster soaker, but Dahaka kept going down there for fights over and over and over again. But you know what? What do I know? Obviously not enough. So, talents, here they are. Take them, copy them down, and get all of the amazing epic victories. And I will see you in game number 2.
Baby, tell me one more beautiful light. One touch and I ignite. I feel the heat as we collide, like a fever that feels alright. So baby, tell me one more beautiful light. One touch and I ignite. 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 One touch and I ignite.
Scared off all the townsmen with a question as to why we must avoid the night and say a prayer before we die. Structure and tradition grind the minister with rage, while burning every book that carries magic on the page. Said you'd set her right with God and tried to teach her how. Told her be a good girl, well she's stronger than you now. Casting off the shackles who reach into giving name. But when we burns the witches always ends up in the flame. Light your daughters, she's coming back to even out the score. Vengeful spirits to attack commands in the devil's hands. Tell the fires in her breath. Scarlet bound, taken by the girl you cast out. Trance to say.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 2. On the absolute most unique and never picked map in NGS history, welcome to Infernal Shrines. There's nothing wrong with Infernal Shrines. I like Infernal Shrines, but the thing is, everyone goes to Infernal Shrines. Come on, we're in spooky month. We should go to like a scary map, like Garden of Terror. They banned out Cursed Hollows. We can't go there. But there's also Tomb of the Spider Queen. So yeah, I misread that as Butt Rose. Butt Rose. Orphea being banned out, but Hogger being banned out. We did not see Hogger banned last time. Granted, this is his best map because you get to do the AFK bounce. Baby, tell me one more beautiful lie. One touch and I ignite. All right, we do have the Andubrak. I don't blame them for banning Andubrak. Andubrak was, towards the end of the game, was really, really doing a lot of initiation, doing a lot of lockdown, especially with that Cocoon. The Cocoon was just like, okay, this person. And there was limited, they were decent at countering it. Ooh, interesting, the Mephisto. Oh, wiggly and weird. And there's Blase, the recently nerfed Blase, but you know what? Still a top tier offlaner. I still use them. I went like 4-0 after the nerf, and I'm like, I don't think they nerfed him enough. Blizzard, don't you listen to me? Don't you listen to me? Second set of picks. We have the Valhalla coming out, and this time we will have Johanna, Mecha Johanna. No Overwatch characters yet, though, so Sinea is spared. Spared Nea. Alright, we do have trust issues Anduin, this time on the side of Braincellmates. The question is, will Anduin be fighting side to side with his father? Father is not banned or picked. We do have Junkrat coming out. So the Bombardier himself. Captain de Bombardier? Captain de Bombardier? There's Sylvanas getting banned again. Now that's actually opposite. Last time I think Stitches was banned by Gambit Gaming and Sylvanas was banned by Braincellmates. So, but I could have that misremembered. It is possible. No, we do have Lucio being banned out. We're not going to have any music healing up the wounds of... Well, Andrew's already picked, so it would be healing up the wounds of Gambit Gaming. Audio Medic. I ask this every time I see Lucio. Why in the world does silence not prevent his healing from working? It's sound-based. So we are going to have Brightwing coming out instead of the Lucio, and we do have the Leo Rick being once again played by Chelsea. Actually, I think Chelsea was on Dahaka last time, and Leoric was on the other side of the battlefield.
Ready for action!
I agree. Crizzo is dreamy. This Chris, like the extra H's just like seemed like trying. Oh my Harkin. I mean, good to know. We do have the Muradin coming out from the Duke. Zagara, Zagzagoom. I love Zagzagoom coming out here on Zagara. And Sinea making good on their promise. Going ahead and putting a Junkrat, massive Junkrat into... We got Crizzo with their big and then Sinea with their big emote. You did not have to do it for a ban, but you know what? I still appreciate you. And then we have Artanis. Someone tell Hoku. Hoku loves her some Artanis, but we're getting into the game and don't go anywhere. I will see you in just a second. Just a little bit of predictions up. And here we come into game number 2. We do have our underdogs, at least looking at the scores, as... What? Why am I blind? Braincellmates. For some reason I kept looking over there, and my preview monitor is not very big, so don't judge me. But I looked over there, and I kept seeing like Business of Ravens or something. I was like, that is not their name. What is their heckin' name? We do have Braincellmates coming out here. We do have Jaeger coming out and playing the Junkrat. Look at this Mafia Junkrat. I freaking love this skin. It's amazing. We do gonna have the Zagzagoon being played by Protoss Rule, which is a little bit of a contradiction in terms, if you ask me. Akari coming out here and playing Blase. We do have the Duke on Muradin. And then, what if I not say Amon is going to be playing Trust Issues Anduin. We have Northern Touch playing out here on the So Look Them Up Before They JoJo. We do go ahead and get Pearl Simon coming out here on the RT Farty, he likes a party. We do have DH But Giblets coming out on Valhalla, Crizzo on the Bright Wing, and then Chelsea coming out here on the Leoric King. So this is going to be a 4-man Artanis, and the Artanis did go reactive parry. So is that a main take? Why would you have a main take Artanis? I don't understand. Because you've already got Johanna, it's not like you need a tank. Toki be coming in here. Welcome, Raiders. Fill my chat with your Heroes of the Storm interest. We are here in game number 2. Game number 2 just started. We are less than a minute in. At least as of the time I'm saying this. Not by the time you're hearing it. But. Lots of party work coming down. We do have the Duke taking a decent bit of damage. Johanna goes ahead and pulls back. Trust Issues and we can't pull themselves out of danger. But you know what? They will fertilize. This is not Guard of Terror, but you know what? It could be. We do go and have Pearl Simon moving down here. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if I am. But Pearl Simon going ahead and getting this taken care of. Lots of damage coming out here on the side of Gambit Gaming as they invade their opponent's camp. And are they now moving to the bottom? This is a weird double hero setup. Although, honestly, I have to wonder if part of that is similar stitches if they are using the Artanis in order to just pull people into the Vala to be munched on. Hello, Tokibi. I hope your game was gone. I like everyone's casting tonight, and I love to see that. We're usually at the end of the season, everyone's like, I want to cast. And you know what? Bring it to us. Alright. Big question is Hoku with you? Is Hoku observing your game? Because if Hoku is not here, Hoku's going to be so disappointed. Because that's an Artanis. I'm sorry, I won't give you guys a headache. I'll be a good caster, I promise. I am such a rule breaker. I don't know how I got into a position of power.
Active soon. Prepare yourselves for the slaughter.
So we do go ahead and have, it looks like, Gambit Gaming moving over here to go ahead and try and take this. Now here's the thing I'm a little bit worried about, because this is a hyper carry Vala comp, and thankfully they did take the Johanna, so that won't really run into them, but they're going in, like, I don't know how well that will work in the long term, but they're going to a Zagara and a Junkrat, which is pretty good at poking, and they've got a lot of melee focus. The big thing is going to be the Artanis trying to swap Protoss Rule into danger. Pearl Simon goes in and catches the grenade to the keister. The Duke comes in and says, nope, I'm going to beat you up. I love Junkrat. The one thing I hate about Junkrat is I swear his voice lines are turned up compared to everyone else. I almost never hear anyone else say anything, and Junkrat just will not shut up. He talks too much. Give me a second to remember what I promised. I have no short-term memory, so you should know that. There is Chelsea coming through, going in and getting this taken care of. There is a Pearl Summon. 34 skeletal minions, so this definitely looks like sort of a Gambit Gaming Frozen Punisher coming out here. Now, the bad news is the Frozen Punisher is the best Punisher to push with. The good news is it's the level 1 Frozen Punisher, which is the fastest one to clean up. I don't actually know if level 1 is the right thing to say. Oh, that's why. They're trying to use the Artanis swap after the Punisher's done. They go boomies as the bottom lane goes down. Frozen Punisher is not going to get a lot more done, but. That was a successful swap as Merge just kind of gets caught in ouch land. It's like no man's land, but there's more pain. Peldor coming in as well. See, this is actually what really helps. All of you fools started casting at 9 Eastern, and I cast at 9:30, so I just get to absorb all of your viewers as you finish up. Wahaha. That's strategery right there. Hello, Peldor. I hope your game was good. Peldor on the mic. There's Amon. Amon wants to get attacked by the Pearl Simon swap, but will actually survive just barely. Oh, big stun as Akari comes in for the bot. The top goes ahead. Blaze comes in. That is a double kill so far as they keep moving in here. Chelsea tries to go in and challenge Akari. Will get driven back, but that is still a double kill in favor of Braincellmates. Lots of damage coming through here as we go ahead and get this taken care of. Amon getting rid of these Katra Impalers, and they are moving at the bottom of the map. Try to go ahead and pick up this camp. Unlike League of Legends, for those of you that might not know HOTS as well, in League of Legends you kill mercenaries in order to get money. In this one you beat the snot out of them and be like, we work for me, no, bam. We work for me, no, bam. And eventually once you punch them enough, they're like, okay, I'll work for you, stop hitting me. It's funny because it's abusive. There, but my promise. Northern Touch coming in here does avoid the chastise from Amon. Does not avoid that though, and that is going to be a kill onto the Anduin. No healer for the next 20 seconds for the side of Braincellmates. But also nothing really to push into. They turn around, they get these Katra Impalers. Alright, picks that up. For anyone that does not know, when you pick up Experience Orb, it gives you 4% health and mana, but it's also worth the same experience as 2 minions. So that's not a lot, but there's still no reason not to pick it up. Lots of damage coming into Chelsea. Chelsea will get saved by the teleporting in Brightwing. And here is the engagement in the back. Big damage on the Blaze. Blaze is not able to go anywhere. There is a Zagara. Knight is coming out in order to go in and stop the aggression coming out of Gambit Gaming. But it stops the aggression, but not the oppression, as they go ahead and start moving as soon as this starts going in again. There is a Junkrat boot into danger. Oh, no, Sanea, you can still do that. It's just add quote instead of quote. But you're right, I'm definitely not giving you mod powers. For the same reason you don't give me mod powers. We're rivals, not allies. Oh, big. That's going to be a lot of people caught in there. The bunker comes down. Bunker saves a lot of people, at least for the short term. But, of course, the bunker can only last so long, and that's going to be a kill onto Junkrat. We do have the dude taking a bunch of damage. Did use Avatar in order to get out of there. And here comes the cannon fire. There is a swap out, but I don't know if Pearl Simon gets out of here. That is fair. The only thing I would say to you, if you add any, please also put in what game it was, because it doesn't capture that automatically. I'm sure I've looked for one that will, and I can't find one that will. Okay. Oh, nice. Nidus comes through, catches a lot of people. Purse will take a bunch. You can really see the explosive potential coming out of the side of Gambit Gaming. But at the very least, they saved Zagara for the time being. Okay, yeah, they do actually get that taken care of. However, here comes the Arcane Punisher. If you forget, it's not a big deal. I'll just do it manually later. I'm amazing. There's the Duke trying to get out of here, but is stuck between a rock and a hard place, unable to go away, and that is going to be a dead dwarf. Bunch of damages coming through. We do have Blaze getting back into the bunker. Will survive. Akari going to get out of here, but here's a bunch of damage. I don't think they can get the keep, so the keep will not be taken just yet. The keep will be kept. That's a Shaman Camp. Shaman Camp not going to get a whole lot done. Like, it's walking up here completely unassisted, and it's just going to get cleaned up, but they took it off the map. Because here's the thing, the Shaman Camp, if not addressed by heroes, can push all the way to the core, because what happens is as it kills these little beasts, the Shaman just resummons them, and so it just becomes like an infinite pusher. Looks like Pearl Simon. I'm going to go ahead and get this taken care of. In my head, I want to say Pearl Simon and Jasmine Garfunkel. Like, I don't know why. It's so close to Paul Simon that I want to make a Simon Garfunkel reference. There's Northern Touch going out and looking for this. The Duke moving back, going to be moved to safety, or move themselves to safety. They didn't get Anduin pulled or anything. We do have a 2-level advantage right now for the side of Gambit Gaming. You can see at the top of the screen. That does give them a talent tier advantage. And they're moving these Caster and Pillars forward. I'm a bit surprised they never took this camp up here. There's the Duke. Duke goes ahead and moves those Impalers back, does a little bit of damage, and we'll get those cleaned up. But meanwhile, here comes a lot of damage, and there is a nice entomb. We do go and have Blaze gets out, but will not get out for good. If you don't silence Blaze, can go ahead and get to the bunker, and the bunker doesn't fit inside the entomb, so it just kind of phases through it, moves outside. Alright, there's the Duke. The Duke being very brave, jumping in there, and we'll go ahead and get hit by that swing swap. We do go and have lots of damage coming through. The Duke goes through, catches that to the Kista. I'm sad we don't have any massive fireballs this time around. I feel like we deserve them. We do go and have, this is going to be a mortar punisher. It's going to, we had ice, then we had arcane, now we have fire. Already halfway there. Whoa, they're halfway there. Bunch of damage coming into the Murden, but here comes the move in from the side. Blaze gets a massive stun, catches 3 people in it, getting this nice and taken care of, but lots of damage was taken by the Duke. The Duke moved in a little bit before everyone else. Artanis over here fighting all by himself. there is the Brightwing showing up, and double Nidus going and getting them into the danger zone. Akari going to look for a charge here in a second, and does go ahead and pop a Fairy Dragon. But here comes the mortar.
Red team has summoned a mortar punisher.
Whoa, living for a prayer. You see how the fireballs being spewed everywhere? That's hot. Now here's the thing. Remember I said that the Frozen Punisher was the best one to push with? The Mortar Punisher is the best one, the one that will push the farthest, because the thing is, all of its mortar shots, the base defenses are really bad at avoiding those because they kind of can't move. Like, it won't actually fight the other team very well because you can dodge them relatively easily, but it will make short work of the actual buildings. Alright, we do have the blind coming down for Artanis, kind of keeping them in place. But here's a big engage happening. Looking to go ahead and go in here. About half health on the orange side. A little bit healthier on blue. And we do have a bunch of damage going in there. Unstoppable comes down. But that's going to be Zagara being the first one to go down. There is the counter engage. They're trying to go ahead and get more as they go ahead and get rid of one of the blues. And they do get the Duke.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
And you left the mortar by itself? I told you, it is the best one to be left to its own devices. It will get a lot done. We do go ahead and have the Entomb coming out, pull out onto the Junkrat, but here is potentially the end of the game. 2 people are down, and they are push, push, push. All they do is push, 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 no matter what. We have Sun going down to Northern Touch, but they didn't get Gibbs, and they wanted McGillets. Amon, more like long gone, am I right? Boom! Trying to go ahead and defend this. There's Akari. I love how Akari keeps missing Gibbs, which is their obvious target, but they still catch somebody. Unfortunately, there's Blaze and Zakar going down. This is like, they're trying to hold on to this, and they are actually successfully distracting Gambit Gaming, but unfortunately they're distracting them with their own corpses, which is not a long-term successful strategy. We have one catapult up here. There's the GG coming from Amon. And that is going to be game number 2, and the series going in favor of Gambit Gaming. Let me see if I can get an interview for you guys real quick. 1 second. Hello, hello, welcome. We are joined now by Gibbs, who was, of course, the player of Vol in that last one. First of all, actually, before we get to the normal questions, very good job. I kept seeing Blaze charge at you and miss you, but hit someone else. So, good job juking Blaze into your allies.
That's what I do. I like to let my teammates get hit by everything while I just laugh at them. And then I flame them for getting hit, too.
I mean... That's the double barrel. So, first of all, congratulations. How are you guys feeling right now?
Pretty good. I think that puts us in 2nd overall for the season once all the games are done.
I should probably...
Because that was our last one.
I should probably know this. And you are Gambit. You got the domination, so you're currently in 2nd. And it does look like both the 1st and 2nd place team have played all 10 of their games. So no one should be able to catch you, so yes.
Oh, by 1 point too.
Yep, just barely passing out 9-5. That... it's hard to say. That either means that you will be playing Magnitude Epicenter or Winter is Coming, first round. Kind of depends. Magnitude Epicenter still has 2 games to go, so they could very easily move up the bracket.
Okay. I have to look at those teams. I have to show up for games. I don't even know who's on each team.
You know what? That's fair. I feel bad because I show up and then our draft person's like, okay, play this here. I'm like, okay. Very much congratulations. Going back to game number 1 on towers, it was very interesting because I kind of felt like you guys were behind right up until towards the end of the game. Whenever you killed them, took their tower, and then turned around, took yours, and just started like running the map. Did you guys did anything specific change, or was it just a fight that you were able to capitalize on very well?
I know that we fell behind whenever we ganked Leo mid, and I think 3 of us died. And after that, we were behind until level 20s, and we're just running catch up. But I mean, I'll say it's level 20 hot. You get one good team fight, you kind of win the game, and I think that's what happened. We killed 2 people, and we were able to just run around the map and take every tower because they couldn't contest SS5 first 3.
There was a very, very interesting play that kind of surprised me. At one point, they controlled the 2 bottom towers, and you guys went for boss while your opponents got the bottom objective and walked in 3 pumpkins. Do you remember what the thought process was in that moment? Because I was like, that feels like a bad trade.
I think, was someone dead? Someone might have been. Oh, we were walking down, and I'm like, screw it, just go boss. And then as we're bossing, I told Dahaka to dig for the sappers, but he hit the wrong bush.
Oh, that makes sense.
We were going to defend them. He hit the one near the camp instead of the one right next to the keep. And I think that would have stopped it, and we would have been there in time to contest those. But the sappers going in was not part of the plan, but the boss definitely was.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, I can see 4 for 5 in this moment, but 4 for 8?
Yeah, towers is I'm okay with giving if I know that we can't win that fight, and they had to keep there. If we had to retreat, then it was basically just game over if we took that fight and lost it. So I went for the calculated play of boss.
Makes sense. Going into this more recent game was definitely a lot more you favored, I would say. Did you change anything with the draft other than taking Anduin away from them?
We went into the draft letting Pearl. We already knew Artanis was going to happen. It was just, what hero am I playing? And I stole the Vala from them because they like it, and that was our whole draft plan. Was we take Vala from them and we just draft Artanis. Everything else was whatever looks good.
I do have to somewhat apologize to you, because when I first saw that, I was like, what kind of a weird thing is this double tank with a Vala? I know Vala can hyper carry, but that's still a weird setup. I don't know. I don't know that Artanis is going to add that much, and you know what? I was wrong.
It's we call this Gibbs drafting. This is a classic beat gen draft if I'm on the have the hat. But also, I chose the wrong Vala build, but I just prefer Q build, even though AA is so much better.
I did somewhat wonder about that, because when I saw that you were hyper carry and you didn't go AA, I was like, huh?
Yeah, I would flame my DPS if he took Q build, but I just hate playing Vala in general. And he wanted to play Artanis, and I don't think he's gotten his game this season. So we gave it to him.
Makes sense. Last question I have. I always ask a variation of this. Why are you guys called Gambit Gaming?
I just coached the team. I joined the team because they needed DPS. I don't know why it's named that, to be fair.
Well, before I cast you again, you need to find out so you can answer the question.
That's a ping Crizzo and ask him, because he made the team, and that same season I just became their coach, and I never really asked. It's just a team name.
But those are all the questions I had for you. Let me go ahead and turn it over to you for any shout-outs you might want to give.
Shout out to you for casting our last match. I don't know if you cast us this season or not. I feel like you have.
I feel I probably have, but I'm not positive. I've definitely talked to you before.
Yeah, once or twice. Shout out to the OG server, the Beatbox. where those are the people that got me into HOTS in like 2018. And shout out to our sub Linehouse who did not want to show up tonight anyways. Shout out to the enemy team actually. I know a decent amount of them pretty well, and I've played with Duke a lot. I saw at the end he was going for me, and he really wanted me dead.
I'm trying to remember when my very, very, very first season as a div mod, I got in trouble over one of the BG teams because
that was ours. Yeah.
Yeah, I called it something wrong because I thought the BG.
You called us Beyond Gaming.
That's what it was, and people just would not quit giving me shit about it. I'm like, I'm new here, fuck off.
I think that was actually probably Linehouse. If I had to put money on that. He's a cranky old man.
Linehouse, I've never forgotten.
It's okay, you can flame him in 30 minutes when he's casting with me.
To be fair, it's not as bad as my very first season. Somebody in chat had me calling a little barista Lieutenant Barista or Lieutenant Colonel Barista because it's LTL.
I've been in the server for 2 years, and I've always thought it was little. Or no, Lieutenant, I mean. I did not know it was a little barista. I found out this season, after like 4 seasons of knowing her.
Well, good, I'm not the only one that got, bamboozled. But I will let you enjoy the after party. I will also let you get ready for your cast in 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
So,
thank you for the cast. See you later.
My pleasure, my pleasure. And as for all of you, is there anyone going to raid? I'm guessing probably not, because I think I was the only 9:30, and obviously I'm not going to raid the cast that's not starting for... Yeah, I'm currently the only one live. So. That was totally natural and 100% the way people talk. Oh, Valkamer is streaming. I just always raid Valkamer if I can, because Valkamer's my friend. So, oh wait, Valkamer's streaming World of Warcraft? We're not doing that. I'm not casting HOTS and then raiding a non-HOT stream if I have any option, and it does look like I do have an option. So we'll go say hi to Alicia. Da 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 da.